So I realize there might be people like me out there. There might not. But odds are there are people like me. They just don't know it yet. Because not everything has been revealed. Give it time. MK Ultra being in the courtroom is just the tip of the iceberg. Those that live in denial get to go to trial. So, the information that I found out, see, my life has been a nightmare from the get-go. And then I found out somebody did that to me on purpose for the science. They needed to study my suffering because it brought them information that they couldn't otherwise get because they didn't want to go through the suffering themselves. They needed someone else to do it for them. What are the odds this is a man behind the curtain? Huh? Yeah. And so I have climbed up the information ladder to find this person. Why? Why? Because I found out the whole schematics. People were set up to be miserable on purpose. Has your life been happy? Huh. The ones that have happy lives, like the happiness, keeps them clueless. And so that's hush money. And some of us didn't get hush money, did we? No. We got tortured for the sake of the game. We got tortured the entirety of our lives. And if it had been just me, I might have looked the other way. But this being made my children's lives hell. This being made my children suffer. This being has made other people's children suffer. All for a fucking game. And so I will tear up pavements. I will tear it up to get to this person. And they know it, so they tried to kill me. Using technology. Havana syndrome. Everybody else died. I just shit out my parasites. And I'm better for it. So everything that they did against me is now going to be done to them while I color and do artwork. I'm going to do art while they suffer. You pay to play. Somebody was making deals with somebody they shouldn't have been talking to. And so they're going to be made an example of. Why? So that nobody tries to do this again. MK Ultra, CIA, DARPA, NRO, all of these alphabet soup agencies. I'm tearing it apart. All of it. Why? So that I have something to rebuild with. It's tools for my rebuild. I've already started. New Earth construction is on its way. It's already I did that a year ago so that I didn't have to do much today. So, while the boys were busy playing with their willies and each other's willies and other things they should not have been playing with, somebody smarter made it into the VIP box. And so, there's only the path of atonement. There's no forgiveness. This is where religion lied to you. It's a path of atonement. It's like you have to work for it. You do. And so all of these people that have gone to church, they have done what the church asked. They have tithed 10%. They have bent over backwards like they were told to. They took lashings like they were told to. Religion lied to them. All for what? Because religion, the Vatican, needed sacrificial lambs. Why? They serve a different master. Yes, I walk with Jesus. Yes, I walk with God. And the ones that laid hands on me have hell to pay. And I might go ahead and watch that. Or I might color, do artwork. It might mean nothing to me at this point in time. At this point in time, I just don't care. I don't want to risk feeling sorry for someone that does not deserve it. And so what you're seeing is there's people doing videos, needing sympathy, needing a fan club, need. Oh, I need you guys to send me money. I don't. Pay attention to those that do. Pay attention to the ones that are always having their hand out, asking for people to invest in them. Nobody invested in me. I made it in life while someone had their foot on my back. And when I didn't stay down, they tried to kill me. So yeah, I'm coming for them. I'm tearing up pavement in my mind. When one truly believes, they absolutely have the power to speak things into existence. When one has been wronged the way I have been wronged, they have the power to speak things into existence. Hell and damnation is coming to America. First and foremost, potentially the White House and anybody that participated in the charade. And so I get that normal everyday people don't understand. I get that most citizens won't. Most people have gone through life clueless. And that's why an awakening needed to happen. Because choosing to remain clueless is not an excuse. And that's what everybody gives. Someone wants to punch me in the face, step on me, and then give me excuses as to why that was okay. It was okay because it was me, huh? Okay. Well, what happens next is okay because it's you. To those who stepped all over my life, I'm going to destroy yours. I already did. I don't have to do anything. I'm going to sit here, smoke a cigarette, have more tea, my giant jug of herbal tea. What do you know? I had to take belladonna today, and I'm alive to talk about it. It is normally deathly toxic to humans, but not to me. Why? Because somebody already killed me. I can't die anymore. I'm stuck here. So yeah, I'm angry. I have a right to be angry. Somebody put the mark of the beast on my forehead, and now I'm stuck on this planet with humans. There is no heaven. There is only here for me. They took away my free will, and they've taken away all citizens' free will. And so, the free will clause is out the window. One bad apple ruins it for the rest. And so there is going to be a whole lot of rules in America. Thanks to your corrupt leaders, everybody gets to pay for this, because there will be no turning a blind eye anymore. If I'm not going to, neither should you. That is what got us into this mess in the first place. Do you understand that? Parents turning a blind eye instead of taking care of their children. Grandparents turning a blind eye instead of making sure the parents did their job. Yes, it is your place to make sure your children are good parents. It is your job. If you brought children onto this planet, it is your job to make sure that they have the skills and abilities to make it in life. And if you did not do that, then you are the problem. Do you understand that? If you left that up for somebody else to do for you, that's not the teacher's job. That's your job as a parent. And if you're not doing your job, then you don't need to be a parent. If parents were doing their job, children wouldn't be getting human trafficked right now. If husbands were doing their job, wives wouldn't be getting violated. It's time for people to learn, because there are some times coming upon us. People are over inundated with parasites, and the parasites are going, like, they're already making people violent. They're making men disgustingly vicious about sex. Women are getting violated every day, potentially all day, every day. Maybe you're not affected, but the woman that got violated is. The child that got violated is affected. The fact that that does not affect you means you're the problem. And so it's time for everybody to wake up. And some people will not make it. In fact, 2/3 of American citizens will not make it. So enjoy your family. Learn gratitude and appreciation for what you have, because pretty soon you might not have it. That's how the cookie crumbles. Again, thank your leaders for this shit. The only way to shut down human trafficking is to raise the security on things. There is no getting out of it. If you did the crime, you do the time. Bottom line. End of story. There's a story about King Solomon. Once upon a time, there were two women. Both of them had newborns. One rolled on hers and then tried to take the other woman's baby, saying it was hers. So both women were brought to the court of King Solomon. And King Solomon said, well, why don't we cut the baby in half? The woman who stole the baby said, yeah, let's do that. And so what happened to her? She got thrown into a pit. And King Solomon washed his hands of that. The woman who took care of her baby got to keep her baby. The woman who tried to steal the baby got thrown into the pit. And so that's absolutely what's going to be happening. The people who are stealing children are going to get thrown into the pit. There is no amnesty. There's no such thing in the high courts. Oh, in America's courts, yeah, they pretend there's amnesty. But there's no amount of money that can save these people. Understand that. And so they will be made examples of. End of story.